We got Drewz Viewz here, back for a little Anime Monday, wherein we react to anime on Monday. Currently, of course, on Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Of course, we've got Eric in tow as well to continue the now blind reactions for him on the dub style of Brotherhood. How's it going this fine day, Eric?
What's up, buddy? Happy to be here with you again. Ready to go dumpster diving in downtown Los Angeles and try to catch a ride back to the Spawn Ranch.
Okay. Well, that's right. I think you're alluding to the title of the episode. We usually after the end of the reaction for this, we see what the next episode title is called. So we did that last time, of course, for episode 12 today, which is One is All is One. And you said that was the Manson family song that they sing. I'm catching everyone up, but I'm trying to remind myself too. That's the reference, right?
Yeah, for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
So that was just something from the movie, not necessarily like something that was known that the family went around singing.
Correct. As far as I know, it's from this episode of this show too. You know, Tarantino loves his references.
Well, yeah, this came out first, so maybe he's referencing in that film something from this episode. We'll have to see if the Elric brothers are singing that. Yeah, I thought it sounded a little bit like a Three Musketeers reference, but that's, I guess, all.
That's one for all, yeah. We're not doing MHA today.
Well, what do you think this means in terms of? I mean, you can use how it was used in the Manson movie or any other thing. What do you think the phrase actually means?
Is it going to do like we're all made of the same star stuff? Is that what's going on? That's my guess.
Meaning like we're all made of the same material, like we're all
yeah, for their purposes,
one Earth,
yeah.
one. Okay, that's good. That's a pretty good guess, I would say. What do you think in general about this episode? Last time we had the miracle of childbirth. Winry was midwifing. She delivered that baby. She's staying back there to get an internship, essentially. Apprenticeship, I guess.
Uh-huh.
So now the brothers are back off on their own, heading to find their old teacher. What's going to go down?
I'm going to guess there's another delay before we meet the teacher. No.
Okay.
No, I'm not, because this sounds like
guess.
Yeah, this sounds like a lesson they're going to learn from the teacher. So I say we get there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'd say, yeah, that makes sense. Do you think we'll check in with any of the other characters this time back at Central or anything like that, or see Scar or anything?
Yes. I don't know what you want from me. Probably we will check in with Mustang for some Make It Be Fire time.
Okay, well, I hope so. So we love Make It Be Fire Mondays here, and we haven't had one. We didn't get one last week. We'll see if we get it this week, but either way, let's go ahead and see what we do get with One is All is One. Let's get into it.
Okay, so that's clearly their father. Big bad of the show.
The Dublin station.
Dublin.
Were you having a dream?
Yeah, I was dreaming about him.
Ooh.
Well, Al.
See, that doesn't sound good.
Here.
Mm-hmm. Well, obviously, Ed has issues with his father.
Because
doesn't
he's
necessarily
evil.
mean he's an evil villain, but.
Hello, Sig.
Long time no see.
Good to see you. You've grown
Love
up
the
a little,
meat
huh?
store.
You probably don't recognize me, but it's Alphonse.
Looks like you've grown up more than a little.
No one's patted my head like this since back before I lost my body.
Oh, poor baby.
Izumi, the Elric shrimps have come for a visit.
I'll be right there. I'm feeling a little better today.
I guess she hasn't gotten any better since last time.
Hello, my stupid pupil. I hear you've become one of the military's dogs. Al? Look at you, you've gotten so big.
It's really good to see you.
So, like, obviously she wasn't going to be, like, a villain right here. Like, we knew who this was. But it's cool that they
Energy for someone who's not feeling
did the,
well.
like, face and shadow and red eyes.
Yeah, like, they kind of show some of that,
You shouldn't exert
like
yourself.
Envy and the other villains like that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Also, I don't know if they're a mist. I think we did know that was their teacher from a quick flash before, but they kind of
Philosopher's
said
Stone. No,
they
I
have
don't know
this
much about
big guy coming out first.
It holds no interest for me.
They've also got a big guy, little guy situation going on, like Ed and Elle.
His name?
Yeah, sure.
Ah, Hohenheim.
Hohenheim. So that's the dad's name. Don't know
What
if you've
is
heard
it?
it before.
And he's alive.
It's our father.
The one who ran out on you when you were little?
Yeah, that's the one. Because of that bastard that our mother's dead.
Oh, you boys are up early.
Al said he had to go party.
And of course his big brother took care of him.
Okay, I don't think my brother ever needed my help. It's fine.
Not every brother situation is what relates to you, Eric. To be fair.
But I have a brother.
Yes, I know.
Hey, why isn't Dad here?
Your dad left.
When's he coming back, Mom?
I'm gonna get you.
Your father's never coming
Know it,
back.
Al. Now, finish your dinner, boys.
Mom,
Okay, I appreciate that was a stylistic choice, but those kids are dead in that scenario.
I'll just be cross-eyed for a few hours.
Wait, how did she die?
Can't remember that when they explained it or whatever, but I think she had to get like a brain
Something
aneurysm.
about
or
a
something.
lifelong dream coming true. He seemed very happy when he said it.
Like it's not actually the dad's fault. Like the dad didn't kill her or anything. He's just blaming him.
Oh, no, I'm fine. I had a big meal on the train ride here.
hey Al,
Did they give the teacher white lady dreads?
about the baby being delivered.
Oh, yeah.
Asian lady
There
dreads
was this
maybe.
big storm and we couldn't get the mother to a doctor.
I don't
Yeah,
And
it
don't
was
sit right
mostly
with me.
Henry. And the whole family pitched in, too.
That's right. That same miracle brings us all into this world. Always take pride in the lives that were given you.
Hey, Ed. Teacher hasn't changed, has she?
Nope.
Probably hasn't been that long. You guys are just kids.
Stack them up tight. We need more. It's collapsing. The levee's breaking. Head for higher ground.
Brother, look.
Well, that ought to hold the water back for a while. Just a housewife who was passing by.
Hey, old lady, could you be our teacher?
Pretty please, old lady. I'm a little hard of hearing, you see, so I didn't quite catch that.
We'll try again.
Please, please teach us, pretty lady.
No way. Don't take on students. And besides, I'm in the middle of a trip.
But please!
What about your parents?
Ma'am, these little ones don't have any parents.
How am I supposed to say no to that? Two are on your own. You do well, you'll move on to the main training phase. One is all.
Nailed
and
it.
All is one. You have 1 month.
She
to
said the
figure out
thing.
What that means. You'd better find the answer.
She studied with the Manson. She escaped the Manson family problem.
Bye.
Oh, at least they got a dagger. Time for a nice island vacation.
How is a camping trip considered alchemy training? So hungry.
Sig and Izumi.
This is the best way for them to learn the essentials of alchemy. I'm teaching them the same way that I was taught. If they don't learn anything from this, it means their talent as alchemists will be limited.
It's not their education I'm worried about. Their lives could be in danger out there.
My training began with a whole month in the Briggs Mountains in winter.
You know you shouldn't compare yourself to normal people.
That island has plenty of things to eat. They're not going to die.
How are we supposed to eat it?
That's exactly how I became a vegetarian.
No, wait.
Catching them is more my area.
You always make me do the dirty work.
So that's what the little brothers are for. Yoink.
Come back here!
Box cups, look.
Oh, that's...
Wait, how are we supposed to get the fish?
Here we are. No food, no fire.
Don't remind me.
I mean, you leveled up your shelter. That's what you did today.
On the show alone, they usually build the shelter first, and then they start. Have you ever watched that, Eric?
I watched, what's the Discovery Channel one from like 10 years ago?
I don't know. Classic, like, Looney Tunes style gag.
Oh, hey!
So gross! I'm still alive.
That's actually very Bear Grylls of him.
He says gross in the stuff. I remember I don't know why I remember this specifically, but in the sub he shouts like, so better, so better. Which I thought was kind of weird, that's why I remember it.
Not going to die.
Cute ass trick doesn't work twice.
Just keep going a little longer.
Tomorrow will be 1 month.
You figured out what teacher meant by one is all and all is one?
I'm not really sure about this. But do you remember when I was weak from hunger? And boy, did they taste nasty. But then that got me thinking. If I hadn't eaten them, I might have died. Then I would have been eaten by them. I go into the earth and become grass.
You're talking about the food chain, right?
Yeah, but it's not just
Circle
that
of
either.
life.
A long time ago, this whole island was probably at the bottom of the sea. It could be the peak of a mountain for all we know.
Is that what you're saying?
Everything we see, everyone we meet, is caught up in a great unseen flow.
100% chance that Anne fights him in real life.
And compared to something as big as that, Al, you and I are tiny, not even the size of ants. Nothing more than a fraction of the whole. But by putting all those ones together, you get one great all, just like teacher said.
All is the world.
And one is me.
Very well. The basis of transmutation is the power of the circle. In order to call upon and harness this power, one must draw a structural matrix over the circle. It's best if you experience it for yourself.
She did the thing from the
Enough of
Matrix.
Keep reviewing the morning's lessons until lunch is ready.
Let's see. The circle denotes the circulation of power. One must draw a structural matrix over the circle. Just put your palms together to perform transmutations. Don't do it without drawing the structural matrix.
If you think about it a certain way, I myself am the matrix.
She even said she's the matrix.
Perhaps it's something you learn when you see the truth.
She basically also just said, come on, stop trying to hit me and hit me, so... Oh, because she doesn't need circles.
Like her and Ed are the same. No, they both don't need it because they've both seen God.
What is it you wanted to ask me?
Well,
So what can you infer from that, Eric?
That she is God.
No. Why did he see God? What, you know?
Yeah,
As suspected, you can
Who would
transmute
she have been
without a
trying to bring
matrix.
back? Is it going to tell us? Or does it just
Al is
like...
now a suit of armor, and 2 of your limbs are made from
It'll
old
tell.
matter.
Oh, a child, obviously.
Sparring with you, didn't you, Edward?
yes!
It seems both of us are beyond help.
Teacher, you saw it too.
Brutal.
We wanted a child but couldn't conceive. When we were finally able to conceive, I ended up falling gravely ill. And our child as well. He was not able to take a living breath in this world. As a result, I lost parts of my inner organs. What an idiot I was.
That's why she's vomiting blood all the time.
Now I realize I should have told you sooner. It must have been awful.
Did it to myself, after all. It hasn't been that big a deal, actually.
Besides, now I've got this long list of things I get to look forward to eating when I have my body back. Right, brother?
That's half full.
Yeah, it's nothing. Forgive us.
We're so sorry, teacher.
Forgive us.
We're so sorry.
The flow of this universe follows laws of such magnitude that you and I can't even imagine them.
That's what alchemy is, brother.
You're right. But it's also what living is.
Deconstruction and then reconstruction is just like the food chain, then, is.
The rabbit restructured the grass it ate into part of its own body. Alchemy is part of that flow.
Alright. Drewz Viewz. So, another mostly flashback one.
A lot of flashback.
But, I don't know. I remember this episode pretty well from when I watched it initially. And I think this is one of the better flashback ones. Do you disagree?
I don't. There was a lot less of the cloying, we're just little baby men stuff. It also helps that in my head, every time Al says brother, I hear him doing the Hulk Hogan voice. So I'm adapting because I'm going to get through this, you know.
I can't wait to eat, brother.
Exactly.
And then have sex with that DJ's wife.
You did do that, allegedly.
I don't know if it's alleged.
I'm just trying not to get you.
I think the video. I think the video.
Notoriously litigious.
If they're trolling on anime reaction videos for that, man, I guess I deserve it. So we met Izumi, the teacher, and her husband Sig. They have a nice dynamic where she can throw a knife at him and he catches it between his two fingers. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Mostly seems to be like the gentle giant type though, where she's more. What would you say? Violent? I don't know, but I like how she uses the alchemy to punch a fist and not.
Yeah, that was really cute. And who among us has never, leaned on Sigs before? So I'm basically propped up by Sigs myself.
Yeah, you're having Sigs every day, multiple times.
All day, every day.
So, yeah, I kind of mentioned it during the episode, but this is one of the episodes where I remembered a couple of the differences, I guess, of like the dialogue between the sub and dub. It's essentially the same, but I don't know. In Japan, like, it's saying something's bitter is more like. I mean, I guess ants would be, but like saying it's so gross makes more sense to me. But like they did in the dub, but it's not as memorable, or specific. So I don't know what's better, but also with the sub, I feel like the Azumi's and the dub here, she sounded a little bit nicer to me. Like I feel like in the sub, she's more harsh sounding most of the time. But I'm possibly misremembering, or just maybe because it's not English, I'm not picking up on it as the nuance or something. But I kind of remember that. I don't know, maybe that's wrong, but she has a pretty tragic backstory, of course.
It's a tough beat. And so she has seen the God imp thing.
Presumably the same guy. I mean, we saw the eye open up, so that was definitely the same. Her baby, I guess it was stillborn. It was never alive to begin with, really. So she tried to, I'm assuming, immediately put it on there and try to bring it to life. Obviously, it came out. I mean, it seemed like similar to what their mom looked like after they did it, like just smaller. But yeah, you can presume she saw the same God guy, or whatever. They heard that. Yeah, that's why they could both do that type of alchemy without needing to draw the transmutations. Whereas he lost his arm and then leg, she lost her some of her inner organs or whatever. Not exactly sure how she's still living, but I guess.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like it would be a long life after this, but it's. You also get the boy's perspective. Like I kind of alluded to this during their action, but like they're saying she hasn't changed at all. But in the span of time, it's probably been like 4 or 5 years at most, maybe even less than that. But I guess when you're like a preteen, whatever, you haven't lived that long, so things change a lot more for you in those years, formative years, than when you're obviously an adult. But it wouldn't be surprising that she wouldn't have changed. Yeah, I like Izumi a lot as a character. Like her fighting style and stuff is cool, I think, and her attitude and whatever. We'll see this down the line when we see her again, but she always refers to herself as a housewife instead of an alchemist.
Yeah, she was super cool.
So that's going to be a recurring thing. And I couldn't remember till I watched this one again. Like, was their mom still alive when she's?
I had that question too.
But obviously, that was not the case. They were orphans because when she did, so that makes a little more sense because I don't think her first step in teaching is to bring these orphans to an island for a month and leave them. So probably if you had parents, though,
Yeah.
you wouldn't be allowing that to happen. But yeah, so we saw the mom's death essentially in the flashback. We saw their Hohenheim, their dad, leave. Anything more you want to say about that, or any theories on the dad situation?
I feel like everybody knows where I stand on that
I
topic.
think he's big bad. Well, what do you think he was leaving for? Then?
To go do evil. I bet he's seen the God thing too.
Really think so? What would he have done? Do you have an idea of who he would be trying to bring back?
First wife, older brother that they never learned about.
Okay. And then that's if it was
It's
just
sorry, this is Japanese. Sister that he has a weird relationship with.
okay. It's a good anime bet. But again, whether it's a weird relationship or not, if it is just another family member, loved one, whatever, was he not evil? Then he turned evil from this. You think, or went down a bad path from this?
Well, I don't think to be the antagonist of a show you necessarily have to be ontologically evil, right?
Right. But that's why I kind of changed it to say, he went down.
Right.
Or something.
Yeah, he's got his goals. They're perfectly logical to him, and he's a villain.
When do you think we might run into old Hohenheim? You think it's going to be soon?
What are we
or
at, 64
not for a
episodes?
while?
I bet we don't see him until like episode 38.
Correct. Okay, so more than halfway through the
That's my guess.
show. And when I mean see him, I guess if the brothers see him. Obviously we've seen him in flashbacks now.
In timeline.
I guess we could see him in the, without him seeing
That's true.
his sons in the current timeline.
Wait,
We'll
wasn't
have to
my
see
other
if
theory that he
happens.
made that he made Lust and Envy and then them? Didn't I say that? Do I have to stick to that? So we would see him sooner than...
I don't know about made. I think you said they're
They're on the same side. In that case, we'd see him sooner than episode 38, I think.
Most likely, but we'll have to find out. And so we didn't get Make It Be... Well, we got Make It Be Fire Monday in a roundabout way here with the old island. Alone. Yeah, I was mentioning Alone. That's a show I enjoy. That's watched in the past couple of years where the people are alone on the island having to survive. Basically, it turns into a starvation contest usually. But they build shelters and all that. So I recommend watching that. But they made that fire, but we didn't see Make It Be Fireman himself, Armstrong. I would keep calling him Armstrong, Mustang, or Armstrong, or any of these other characters. Will we finally get back to that next time? Let's see what the episode's called. Beasts of Dubleth. So I don't know if we will. Dubleth is the city where Azumi is that they're in right now. So maybe some of the military will pop by to get the boys or something. If not, though, maybe we won't. Maybe it's going to be more just Elric's and Teacher. We'll have to see here. But yeah, anything else to talk about with this episode?
I think we got it, buddy.
All right. Oh, by the way, I did want to check in with your auto mail course that you've been taking online. I guess there was no... The start of that teaching wasn't like how Azumi did it with the boys, but you didn't.
I actually just got back from my camping trip. Funny you should ask.
You did have to. Okay, well, I'm glad I brought that up then. Yeah, we'll hear more about that.
I learned how to make it be fire in a way too.
Great, that's paying off. Yeah, it's never too late to stop going to school, and it's never too late to start subscribing to Drewz Viewz here if you're not already. Do join us back next Santa Monday for the Beast of Dubleth reaction. And until then, we're up out of here. Peace.